tell you something that's been on my mind for a while. I haven't played Yu-Gi-Oh in a minute. It's been like 2 months that I haven't played. Something that I want to say is that especially now and the way that the game is going, I think you should play whatever you want to play. Even going into an event, you shouldn't even look at what's doing the best. I think that's like what's going on? I think that's an old thing. Before, I don't know if you guys remember, but Upstart Goblin was banned, or was it limited, right? Why was it limited? It was because, you know, you wanted to play 40 cards, you wanted to play the best 40 cards you possibly could, and you wanted to have max consistency to see those best cards in your deck. Now, Upstart's at 3, but why did they put it at 3, right? Feels like cards are just getting too good now. So, you know, everyone has access to these cards. Everyone has access to like Dark Ruler No More, Evenly Matched, Lightning Storm, Droplets. Like, mind you, these cards at one point were very expensive because they're so strong, right? And keep in mind, you could play the worst deck in the room. You could play Cloudians, right? Well, alright, so maybe not Cloudians, but you could play a deck that's not so great. And like you play against pure Tri-Brigade, right? Which, you know, you wouldn't call it the best deck in the room, or even like a tier 1 deck. But that person, if he truly knows his deck really well, and he sees these broken cards, he could do really well in the tournament, right? It's down to variance. Before, how Yu-Gi-Oh used to be, right? Like, there were not that many broken cards in the game, so, you know, the stronger engine usually won. But now we have so many broken non-engine cards that it's to the point where I feel like you can play whatever you want, as long as it's like a decent, like, cohesive strategy. So I recommend, if you're gonna go to an event, to just play what you truly have a good time playing with, test it out against the best decks, and just figure out what non-engine works the best. You know, if your combo is like semi-decent against like the quote-unquote best decks in the room, which you're gonna end up playing like 3 to 4 times in the whole event, then you should be fine. You should do really well. So I think that's the point of the game. That I think that's how the game is going, in my opinion. I think every deck is gonna have a shot at being good. You don't necessarily have to play the best deck in the room, or the tier 1 deck. You can play tier 2 and tier 3 decks, and you could do really well. Yeah, I think that's a good thing. When I get back into the game soon, hopefully after the summer, things are going to cool down for me, so I'll be able to play again. I'm going to look to just play the deck that, you know, I'm having the most fun with. If I'm having fun, I know that I can, you know, play against the best decks, and I'll figure out what non-engine works the best, you know? As long as you have consistency, you should be chilling. You should be good. That's something that's been on my mind for a while. Just the, you know, the cards that I'm reading right now, they're just getting out of hand. And I think we all know that, you know, no matter what deck you play against, it feels like almost every deck has a chance of beating you now. It's a little weird, right? You can play against Flynderese, or you can play against like a stun deck, or you can play against, I don't know, like some type of combo deck, and they'll have a way to do something crazy. You know, every deck does something crazy now. So yeah, play whatever you want. Just I think trial and error and figuring out your non-engine is the best thing you could possibly do. I think that's even the best way to like have a good time at a tournament, and like, you know, to do well. I genuinely think